Hey sweet friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am making some really fun DIY Christmas ornaments that I think you're gonna love. I tried to make these really fun, unique, but most of all like really high-end looking. So these turned out adorable. I love them so much and I cannot wait to share. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. I'll tell you a little bit more about them later on in the video, but let's go ahead and get on into these adorable DIY ornaments. For the first DIY ornament, I'm using one of these natural wood paintable photo frames from the Dollar Tree, and I thought this would be really cool to pop the actual stand off of it so that I could use the circular frame, and this worked perfect. I was super excited to discover this because I'll be able to make a ton of different style ornaments with them. I go ahead and give it a nice base coat of white paint, and then I'm going to be rubbing on some of the Dollar Tree transfers. They have these gorgeous cactus ones, but most of all because it has these little black vines in there that are perfect for this. So I just kind of rubbed them on going on in the same direction, and then put them in random spots and making them look like they were intentionally kind of hanging off and in different areas, all spaced out, and I thought this just gave it a beautiful look. On a couple of them, I split them in half, but then they did look a little bit unfinished, so I took a Sharpie and just kind of touched up the little edges or the beads that needed to go on the end of the vines to make it look like it was a finished piece. I tied a cute little bow out of this Hobby Lobby ribbon, but Dollar Tree has gorgeous Christmas ribbon out right now. I added a few little beads to the top to make a little jute twine hanger, and then hot glued that down in the back. I added in a little Santa photo with my daughter that I thought was really cute, but I think this looks like a high-end frame and something like way nicer than what you would make out of dollar store items. I found a little gift box that had a tiny little red truck on it that I thought was so beautiful, so I was dying to use that for the next frame. So I needed a wooded backing piece, so I'm just chopping up one of Dollar Tree's little wooden planks with a razor knife. You can easily just kind of score it a few times and it'll pop in place, and you can kind of clean it up with your scissors. But I wanted to turn this into a tiny little miniature wooden scroll that I thought would be so adorable. So I'm using popsicle sticks for the wood at the top and the bottom. Those also came from Dollar Tree. And this is the little gift box I was telling you about. This is from Dollar General, and they have such beautiful Christmas decor pieces in there this year, and I thought this little truck was tiny and adorable. So I wanted it to be my main focal piece of this, but if you didn't have this, you definitely could paint on your own little red truck or print something off, or even like look around at Dollar Tree because they have a ton of items with this red truck printed on it, so I'm sure that you can find something that will work for this. I wanted to cover the back with some of this white wood scrapbooking paper. This comes from Hobby Lobby, and then I mud punched it on the wood and went ahead and dry brushed over the top and the bottom wood pieces with some truffle brown paint. I do hot glue a piece of twine to the back, but I do go ahead and secure that with a popsicle stick. I feel like I'll just get this little ornament to last a lot longer if I really secure it, because this is something that my kids are always like helping me decorate the tree, and I want to make sure they are really sturdy and they're going to last for years to come. And then to give it a little bit of a final touch, I wrap around a little greenery piece at the top, and then I took one of Dollar Tree's ornaments and kind of stole the little decor off of it because I love these tiny little pine cones, and And I didn't have another pine cone that was this small, but I thought this worked perfect for it. You could just leave off the pine cone and add the berries to save the money, but that was an ornament I was going to make over anyways. But I glued those to the top, and I feel like this just adds a perfect extra detail and makes it look really put together. Next up, I'm making a little mini wreath ornament. Make sure you stay tuned for this because I think it turned out adorable. So I needed a circular wooden piece for this. So I'm using one of the leftover Dollar Tree wreath ornaments, or wreath charms, I think is what it was called. But everywhere sells wooden circles, so I'm sure that you can find one somewhere. Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's, everywhere has cut out wooden circles. And this piece though was the perfect size for this eucalyptus wreath. But I thought this turned out really cute. The eucalyptus really goes with farmhouse and it's like a neutral. But I am using one of these eucalyptus rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree. I love these and they're still putting them out. I still find these transfers in my Dollar Trees randomly, so keep an eye out for them. But I went ahead and transferred that on the white circle. I'm adding in some red berries. I am using a little scoring tool, but you could use like the end of a pencil or the back of a paintbrush. But putting these tiny little red berries, I feel like adds in so much extra detail and really is making this pop.
So I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I
am loving this so much. I really want that extra detail to be on the wreath. I left everything out of the center. I didn't add in anything extra in the center, but I thought it would be so pretty if you did want to add in like a star or some kind of Christmas cutout or a snowflake in the center. But like I said, I'm just being plain here. I just really want that focus on the wreath because I think it is so beautiful, and that red and green together just looks really, really pretty. So then I'm adding in my black and white buffalo checked ribbon here, but if you didn't want to add that, you could add in some red. That would make it pop off of there. But I think this took me 5 or 6 minutes to put together. Super, super simple. The longest part was waiting for the paint to dry, but I think it turned out gorgeous, and these would be so pretty all over a Christmas tree. I really hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you are, please give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube. But before we go any further, make sure you stay tuned because I do have more DIY ornaments coming your way. But before we go on any further in this video, I do want to tell you a little bit more about Skillshare and thank them for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is a learning community online that has thousands of classes for inspiration and for curious, creative people like ourselves. I enjoy watching their videos and I'm always learning something new. I enjoy their short 60-minute or less classes because I can always fit that into my busy schedule. But you can find a new hobby or brush up on something that you already love doing. I love watching their watercolor painting videos. I know I talk about it all the time, but they are so much fun and relaxing. Like these from Kat Coquelette. These are my favorite. You can easily follow along and create along with them. Pause the video and work on yours and go back to it. But they also have a ton of classes on how to take better photos, or maybe how to make videos, or even a ton of artistic classes like crafting. I feel so relaxed after watching these, and I love to apply what I've learned from these videos into my everyday DIYs, so I'm always upping my game. So for the first 1,000 people to go and use the link in the description down below, you will receive a free trial premium membership of Skillshare. You can start learning something new, so make sure that you do go check out that link down below. It's so much fun getting just to see what's out there and kind of just getting creative and having fun with it. There are so many options and definitely something for everyone. So once again, thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into these adorable DIY ornaments. So if you've been with me very long, you know that I have cut the canvas off of these canvas frames about 1.5 million times. if not more. So I expected to take my razor knife and I was going to cut through those staples, and these are new to me. I haven't seen these at Dollar Tree, but Dollar Tree is selling these little canvases on this easel, and it was just glued on there, so I didn't even have to cut anything off. I was able just to pull the little canvas off of the glue, and then I'm using a scrap piece of scrapbooking paper, and this is from Hobby Lobby, and I'm cutting it down, and I put it on a piece of cardboard so that it would be nice and sturdy on the back of this sign. I go ahead and cut that down, and then I'm using one of the DIY wooden stickers. I peel off the backing so that the little white sticker isn't showing through. I hot glue that down, and then pretty much the same thing. I'm going to be adding in a twine hanger and then some little extra detail to the top. This is super simple, but I love that little wooden frame that is coming out of the canvases. You could make this into a photo frame or decorate this absolutely any style with different scrapbooking paper, but I think it is such a really cool idea, and I am so excited that Dollar Tree now has these little mini canvases.
I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies.
I am gluing down the extra berries and trying to turn them so none of the white shows, but I think this looks perfect. Cabin cozy Christmas, definitely my style. Next up is a super simple DIY ornament. My sweet subscriber and friend Kelly sent me this scrapbooking paper. I think she said it was from Michael's, so I was dying to use it. She sent some gorgeous fall pieces along with this Christmas paper, and I just loved it so much. It was definitely my style with the gingham check or buffalo check on the backing, and then it already said Merry Christmas, so I went ahead and just trimmed out the Merry Christmas, and then I'll be able to save the rest for another DIY. Once again, just trimming down one of these wood planks from the Dollar Tree, and I painted the edges because this is going to look like a framed little decor piece. So I paint the edges with a truffle brown, let that dry, and then Mod Podge on the Merry Christmas. It had some little vines kind of peeking through the edge of the paper, so I thought this would just be so beautiful to really make it blend in by going over it with a white paint marker and also adding in a lot more. It kind of frames it and wraps around the Merry Christmas. It makes it look like it was meant to be there, so I think this turned out really beautiful. I am just eyeballing it and trying to fill in the little ivy or little leaves the best I could. I added my little burlap bow at the top corner, but I think this is so cute and definitely rustic Christmas. I just love it so much. Thank you all so much for coming along and crafting with me today. I had so much fun putting together these ornaments and trying to figure out what I could use. I love the little photo frame idea, popping that circle off of the frame. I was so excited and I cannot wait to create some more of those. Let me know in the comments down below which one of these ornaments was your favorite. Also, thank you once again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I love the videos that they have. They are so much fun and relaxing to watch. So go check out that link down below and you can receive your free trial premium membership for the first 1,000 people that go and sign up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. A lot of people ask about the shirt that I'm wearing every time that I wear these Christmas shirts, and this one is from Sam's Club. It's got the cute little red truck and tree. I thought it was adorable. I love checking out Sam's Club for t-shirts and like workout clothes or loungewear. They always have really cute stuff, especially for kids too. But anyways, I gotta get off here. I'll see you next time. Happy crafting. Bye.